Welcome to Dope Movie Reviews. Hi from my son Nishan. Say hi.
Hi.
Alright, so we're going to be reviewing the movie Mardaani. Mardaani, as a lot of other people just call it die-feminism. Yeah. Mardaani is going to be in course curriculum of LSR. It's such a feminist movie. And Mardaani is a brilliant movie.
The name itself. Let's talk about the name Mardaani.
I'm in love with the title of the movie because if you think about it, this movie is about women empowerment.
And feminism.
And what did they name it?
Mardaani.
Mardaani. Matlab, that's like making a documentary on porn and about the evils of porn and naming it Sex Karoge.
Anyway, this is going to be the most serious review you've ever seen in your life.
Bollywood, as you all know, gives a lot of chance to aging actresses. We are really nice to them. So can we have a look at all the actors whom Rani Mukherjee used to star against earlier?
He used to work with Shah Rukh Khan.
Moving on, other co-stars.
Amir Khan.
Just such beautiful expressions over there. And post that, right now, these are the people whom Rani Mukherjee is moving against. Random Gujarati-looking guy. This was in Ayya. This is against Ayya.
Random South Indian guy.
Again, this is again coming back to Mardaani.
Random Bengali-looking guy. I'm sure the guy has no clue that Rani Mukherjee is holding his hand. He's supposed to react. Maybe this guy is in coma. This looks like a scene in the hospital. But this guy is in coma and just shot the scene. यार पैसे नहीं है एक्टर को देने के लिए कोमा वाले अंकल कैसे हाथ पकड़ just do this.
But it's what's brilliant. The brilliant part is this movie. This Mardaani movie is tries to break ground against objectification of women. And Rani Mukherjee, as we all know, holds so much about objectification of women. She's so against that because let's look at some stills of her last movie. Totally against objectification of women. Rani Mukherjee.
Bella dancing.
Can we just play that still again? I need to have a look at it again. Yes, so against object. She clearly hates
this particular scene. This is called Bella dancing. Because this is not belly dancing for sure. Just look at her. Just dude.
Wow, what? And when we say Bella dancing, we are not talking about Twilight. This is.
I can't
Rani
see
Mukherjee.
the extras dancing behind her. I can't see them.
Like, isse acha hota, they would have taken some middle-aged Punjabi guy just to do this.
Sorry, viewers. Don't try this at home.
And Rani Mukherjee plays this brilliant role in this movie, and she's always, fighting around, running around. There are a lot of scenes of her fighting, running, which is brilliant because Rani Mukherjee clearly looks like that one person who does not want to run and fight and all.
क्या करे बुढ़ापे में करना पड़ता पापी पेट का सवाल है द बाइक गाय मस्ट बी दिस इज लाइक स्लो साइकिलिंग इससे धीरे नहीं चला सकता मैडम आप ये भी नहीं पकड़ सकते तो सीन शूट नहीं हो सकता इसको स्टैंडिंग पे लगाता हूँ बट टॉकिंग अबाउट मर्दानी अगेन दिस मूवी इज ऑल अबाउट ब्रेकिंग स्टीरियोटाइप्स
totally
of course.
In fact, there's this scene in which there's a scene in which they go like, okay, we have to find some undercover drug dealers, and these drug dealers need to look really authentic drug dealers. So, and they like, authentic drug dealers kahan se laye? Next shot, two African guys going like, hey, Mabangwa. Bangwa, why don't you play this role of a drug dealer?
And when Bangwa said, no, why should I, man? What should I? I don't want to get into trouble, man. And the cop is like, dude, I know you don't have a passport.
That's totally against stereotypes. Totally against.
African है वो बांग्लादेश से नहीं है कि बिना पासपोर्ट के सब नहीं आते ऐसे.
My personal favorite scene from this movie was when there was an interrogation happening, and what method did the cops employ to interrogate?
So the cops are like, तू हमें सच बता और नहीं बताएगा तो हम तेरे को जलेबियां खिलाते जाएंगे और तब तक खिलाएंगे जब तक तू बताएगा नहीं तू उगलेगा नहीं. And I'm like, dude, that's just another day in the life of a Punjabi guy eating so many jalebis. That's not torture.
उसको जलेबी खिलाए जा रहे and they're like इसको सोने नहीं देंगे. Do you think there must be at this point some poor farmer guy from Vidarbha going like कि मैं क्या गधा हूँ?
क्या करना पड़ता है? कौन सा crime करना पड़ता है? I'll do it.
मुझे भी interrogate होना है. But at this positive point, we would like to take on live feed some people who have seen the movie.
We have Nilanjana and we have Chavi, who's still in the middle of her makeup, I guess. No, she's done. Chavi's ready. Okay, guys.
Chavi is ready. Chavi, tell us, how did you find the movie?
I think it was a good movie, and it dealt with a really serious topic of human trafficking. Rani Mukherjee's acting's been really good, and also the issue that they've discussed.
So talking about Rani Mukherjee's acting at this point of time, I'd like to talk to Nilanjana. Nilanjana, do you agree with Chavi? She just mentioned that the Rani Mukherjee's acting in this particular movie has been outstanding. You think so?
What I felt was she has very screechy. There is no. I didn't see a lot of modulation in her dialogue delivery.
That is just general Rani Mukherjee in normal life. Like, what did you actually like about the movie? Did you like anything about
And
the
let's
movie?
be very honest. Let's be very honest. What did you really like? Let's
Tahir Bhusin.
Tahir
What?
Bhasin.
Tahir Bhasin.
So at this point of time, I'd like to tell our viewers that Tahir Bhasin is the guy, the villain. He plays character of villain.
Who's the main
abducting
guy?
girls, who's kidnapping and pushing them into human trafficking and being sex workers.
Who's the main guy, incidentally? Like the guy who's the bad person. Like, so he was the nicest part of the movie, apparently, no?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. In
Apart-
fact,
apart
I
from
think
that-
for a debut performance, he did really well.
trivial little fact that he's good looking might have something to do with it.
No?
Yeah. Something to do
थोड़ा
with
सा
it.
मतलब little bit, हाँ, little
A
bit,
little,
yeah.
a little. No, where I was disappointed was the movie was very preachy. You don't have to. There were too many dialogues in that film. You don't.
But it was a movie about
cannot
child
get the
trafficking.
audience
It
to
will
be
be
a fool.
preachy, no?
You cannot take the audience to be a fool. The Indian audiences have matured. So there was too much of dialogue and there was a lot of preaching happening in the film, which I did not like. And also, there were certain scenes which I thought, Rani Mukherjee is doing a Liam Neeson. I thought I'm watching Wanted at so many levels. So that's it.
Wanted. Salman Khan's Wanted was
No,
compared.
Liam Neeson's Wanted.
Oh,
the whole
Liam Neeson.
auctioning of girls.
I was like,
I
Salman Khan
actually-
must be like, this is the best moment of my life.
And Rani Mukherjee is like, dude, okay, I'm gonna cut my nerves. This is it, suicide. Just being compared. Salman.
Salman's Wanted.
No, I'm comparing that particular scene with.
मतलब
Wanted.
सलीम खान भी बोल देता यार ये तो ज्यादा बोल गया कि यार माना मेरा बेटा है but ये तो ज्यादा हो गया. Did you like the villain Chavi?
Yes, Tahir Bhasin's acting, he's actually really acted well, and I also like the fact that through the movie they've just tried to send out a message to probably each woman out
But
there.
I think Nilanjana's main problem was the fact that it was a preachy movie. Like, I mean, it's fine that we can make a movie about child trafficking, but let's not make it preachy, no? Like, let it be casual, like होता रहता है.
Also, when you send such messages through a movie, I'm sure when people who actually do this and go for the movie, none of them walk out, यार ये बंद करना आज से बहुत बुरी चीज है. नहीं करनी मुझको आज से.
No. Can I just come in here? The point about the movie was not about only human trafficking. It was about exploring that strength within each woman that each woman has. And
We
she
talk-
has
At this
probably
point, let us remind you that exploring the strength of each woman by the movie named
Mardaani.
So I just took it as one takeaway.
I don't think you should just call it
Yeah.
Janani or something. If it's about women, let's call it Janani.
Probably you can just relate it with that, but it's one takeaway that each woman should probably take from that movie.
But thank you, Nilanjana. Thank you, Chavi.
Thank you, Chavi.
for coming
Thanks a
on our
lot
show.
for-
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
For being a
And
part of the
we're gonna
show.
see more of these guys. Maybe when we do more reviews, and maybe even if Tahir Bhasin is not in those movies. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
That's
That's all
from
for
us.
us from our side.
See us next week, and till that, keep rolling.
Yep, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, Apache, roll it, roll it.